Hello, this is William Miller for the Eridanus project group, submitting our week 4 project update. I'm going to just quickly run through and demonstrate the things that we've been working on individually this week, starting with what I've been working on, which is the integration of socket.io with session data, because that functionality is not actually built into either package and has to be achieved separately. This blog post right here was tremendously helpful in achieving that. Sort of demonstrated how you need to create a shared session which permits socket.io events to be able to access the session data which would otherwise not be accessible to it. And that's pretty critical in terms of being able to look up users by their session ID and so forth and retrieve data from the back end, which brings us to this, which is Sammy reworked and created a brand new HTML framework for the main chat view, which is sort of the main event for our application. And that's where these socket.io events here need to have access to session data so that they can dynamically display things like username and avatar. Although this is obviously a stock avatar. We're working on storing custom avatars on the back end, probably in blob format, but that's, again, important that we have that session data. This is the profile page where we can create and edit profiles. Again, you can see here that we could upload a custom avatar that will be stored on the back end and then dynamically served when we're chatting. And to that end, this is something Jeff's been working on, and Jeff's also been working on reworking the endpoints and routing for the application. He has created some new routes here where we can create a new channel, and also importantly, he's reworked the routing such that we can access chat by ID. So going forward, we can dynamically access different chats on the sidebar and be able to retrieve that from the back end. Again, this is the SQL database that we've been using here on this AWS instance, and as you can see, there's room for chat history, and the chat participants, of course, will play an important role when we're able to dynamically switch and create different channels. We've also we're going to create a new row that is going to maintain state across the application in terms of a logged in user. And because at the moment we only have that through the session itself. We also have changed the session package to support encrypted connections, HTTPS, which is good because that is something that we're going to want to have in the end product. Beyond that, that's about all that we've been working on. It's mostly been on the back end, and we continue to. Oh, and also Jeff has created a battery of tests to keep us on top of unit testing and so forth moving forward. Also, we are going to spin out the database into 2 separate databases to support development and production, so that we can develop, so that we can also switch between them within our chat.js main, our node.js main file here, and be able to swap between those 2 databases for production development. So that is about it, and we will check back in with you next week. Thank you.